Learn how to turn your smartphone into a professional quality video camera. Be sure to check out our mobile filmmaking courses. And also, don't forget, we have a companion filmmaking podcast. Links are in the description. Now, I've only been using the new LiteChaser for a few days, and so this is a first look video. If you watch my channel regularly, you probably have seen my videos on the previous two models for the 11 Pro Max and the 12 Pro Max. And this one is really similar to the 12. For those that don't know, this is a filmmaking kit, more or less an all-in-one kit that comes with a case, hand grip, and filters. They also have a remote shutter with a button, and new this year they have external lenses, but I don't have them yet. They weren't ready in time for this video. So I will be doing a follow-up in the near future once I get them. Once you have the phone in the case, the filter system is really easy to use. You line up the pegs on the back of the filter and then connect it to the actual lens mount, and you're ready to shoot. I wanted to compare the 12 with the 13 because I really like what they did with the 12, and they continued a lot of that with the new 13. The main component of the kit is the case. This is the 12, and it has the LiteChaser Pro logo in it, and they continue that with the 13. They look very similar. The cases feel very solid, they're well built, and I really like the felt liner. This is the 12, and they brought that over to the 13. So they're both very similar here. And the front side looked very similar as well. But if you look closely, you will see a difference. The lens mount has changed on the 13. They have a new proprietary mount for their lenses, and I'll talk more about this in a moment. One pretty big change is the filters are bigger now. This is for the 12, and it's considerably smaller than the new ones for the 13. The build quality feels slightly better too on the filters for the 13. Here they are mounted on the case, and you can really see the difference. The 13 filters are probably 25-30% larger. The hand grips are very similar. The one on the left is for the 12, and the one on the right is for the 13. The main difference you'll see, and I really like this, is the new one has a cold shoe mount built in. And so now you can easily attach accessories like a light or a microphone without having to add a third-party cold shoe mount, which is what I did on the previous model. And both cases are MagSafe compatible. So you can charge your phone or use other MagSafe accessories, no problem. Each filter comes with a nice assortment of protection. This more or less is like a lens cap, so if the filter was left on the phone, you could put this rubber cap on for protection. And then you would also put it on to store the filters when they're not in use. And then that goes into a small case for even more protection. And each filter also comes with a soft fiber cleaning cloth. So now we'll check out the look of the different filters, and this is just test footage, nothing fancy. The first three filters are the VND, the Mist, and the CP filter. For me, the VND filter is the one that I would use most. This is a 3 to 5 stop, and for phones, the number one thing it does is create motion blur, proper motion blur. And the nice thing about these new filters is there is no dreaded X pattern from cross polarization. Next one is the CP filter, short for circular polarizer. And the main function of this one is to eliminate reflections on water or glass. And it does a really nice job. Luckily my pool was just cleaned, otherwise you would see a lot of leaves on the bottom. This also could come in handy when shooting through, say, a windshield on a car. The other thing this can do is darken the sky. Although in my experience it does a so-so job, I prefer this particular filter for reflections. And the next one is a mist filter. This first shot has no filter on the camera. Now here it is with the mist filter on. And now I'm twisting it, and I wasn't sure if this is a variable mist or not, but it does seem to add a little more glow when you twist it, which is cool. I definitely like the highlight glow look. Okay, now to effect filters. These will simulate the look of an anamorphic flare. The first one is called Blue Morphic, and obviously because it's blue, and right now I'm twisting it on the actual camera. Typically speaking, you'd want to line it up horizontal in your shot. And the way they make this happen is these little blue lines they put on the filter. And so you could add a letterbox in post like I did here and get some pretty convincing anamorphic looks. Interestingly, the flare appears to have some distortion to it, just like an anamorphic lens would. And then they also have a gold version. They call this one Gold Morphic, and I'm spinning it here the same way I did the blue one. Position it however you want, but typically again, I would go horizontal. And the same thing with this lens, they have little gold lines on the actual glass. And I added a letterbox, and you get a pretty cool looking quasi-anamorphic shot without using an anamorphic lens. And so one more effect filter test here, this with the Blue Morphic. I just wanted to show that the wide lens works very well, and this is probably what I would shoot with most of the time. And the tele lens works well too. So you can get the nice anamorphic flares using the 3x tele with the 13 Pro Max. However, don't try to use it with the ultra wide. It doesn't work. You get this funky pattern because the wide lens is seeing the lines on the actual glass. Overall, the new LiteChaser is a really nice kit, and it is upgraded from the 12. I quite like that the filters are now larger and the build quality is better, and I feel like they're more robust, and they also fit better to the actual case, to the mount. And the two quasi-anamorphic filters really surprised me. Those are a lot more fun to use than I thought they would, and I think could come in really handy depending on what you're shooting. The only thing that I really don't like, and is kind of controversial, is that they eliminated the bayonet mount, the moment mount, from the version 12. I really like that because I'm in the moment lens ecosystem, and also Moondog and a few other brands work on that bayonet mount. And so now their mount is proprietary. However, there's a reason for that, and it's because their new lenses are designed for this kit. So once I get the new lenses and test them out, I'll have a better opinion about that, but I do like more universal mounts, typically speaking. However, one really cool thing is the filters will fit onto the lenses, and so otherwise using third-party lenses, the filters would not fit. And so do I recommend this new LiteChaser? Yes, I do. Even without seeing the new lenses, this is a great kit. And adding those in the future as an option can only make it better. If you're interested in picking one of these up, check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Blake Calhoun. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.